Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 11th, 2024. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle here for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. There's a card that fell in my lap already, so I'm just going to grab that. Dark thoughts and family here with taking steps that falls out. So there's something about you needing to take steps against the darker thoughts that you may be experiencing. Family may be thinking a lot about the future and focusing a lot on the present and trying to project that into the future, which is interesting to me because it's very difficult sometimes when spirit speaks of things like that. They're trying to express to you that there's no way you can predict the future based on the present moment. The present can change at any time, right? It all depends on the moving parts, the people, the decisions that are made, um, and the reactions of everything and everyone, right? It just depends on so many things. But taking steps here would be to free yourself, all right? About free yourself because it looks as though the future is variable. The future doesn't look very solid at all. Anything could happen, right? Someone wants to hold on to some aspect of the present moment and project that into the future. That is going to cause some problems. It just seems there's so much potential that may not happen when it comes out like this. But the intention with the taking steps and the Page of Wands would tell me that it's important to free ourselves, right? It's important to have freedom and to be excited about the future. Very important. And they're saying that you've got to be very painstakingly clear and persistent about that, freeing yourself, about feeling free in general, right? Instead of hinging a lot of your expectations on, I need the future to be a certain way. You have to. I don't know why, but that's what they're saying. Dark thoughts here with the Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, Eight of Cups, and Four of Pentacles. So dark thoughts are the thoughts. This is thinking about the future, focusing a lot on future projection. We don't know what's up ahead, and so they're showing that it's variable. It's up in the air. It could go left, it could go right, up or down. And they're saying that where you're headed now has a lot to do with someone, especially your family, is holding on to or holding your feet to the fire based on potential. Well, you could be doing this and you could be doing that, and you need to walk away from this. And so there's something about, especially with the dark thoughts with the Eight of Cups, some of you may feel like you're going to be abandoned if you don't live up to certain expectations. Some of you, with the Chariot, if I'm not headed in this direction, if I don't keep this component together, I'm going to be abandoned. Family with the Three of Pentacles and the Fool tells me that these are people that will work with something. They want to do something new. A lot of them do. They want to do something new, and they will work with you as long as there's either new attitude. They will work with you, or they will want to. If you come in with a different attitude, they may feel as though you are very concerned about the future. You may not like the fact that it's variable. You may not like the fact that there's nothing solid at play, right? You may not like where you're headed, and you may be very concerned about where you're headed and how it's like it's up in the air. I don't know what's going to happen. And that may be causing you to be closed off, stingy, maybe not really speaking much, or you may be in a space where you're not, it's like you're not sharing something. You're walking away. You may be walking away from people, or staying away from people, and they're saying we'll work with you, but you have to open up. You have to be different. We need to do something different. The intent, it shows that your intention needs to be a little bit more spontaneous. You need to take steps to be more spontaneous, not to try to hold on to certain things that maybe are trying to leave your space. Maybe you're working so hard to hold on to something that is trying to walk away from you, or someone or something here, and they're just like, it's time to free yourself. So we have the Seven of Pentacles here twice with fear. So this is telling me that you may fear that you may be afraid of poverty. You may be afraid to invest in anything or take any risks, or to afraid of having too many options. Like sometimes people feel very uncomfortable with having multiple baskets, multiple eggs in baskets. It's like, that doesn't make me feel good because I could lose that. I can't pay attention to all of that. Things could change. that kind of vibe. Some you may be very uncomfortable with things being variable like that. Like I don't really know where any of these things are going to lead, if they're going to build to anything. Some of you may be very uncomfortable with having multiple options, lots of things going on. So there's a fear that whatever you're putting your time and energy and effort into, that it will not work out, and that you are now feeling codependent now on the outcomes of something. Like you're not going to be able to make it unless these things work out, and that may make you feel very uncomfortable here. Like everything is up in the air. Everything is sort of an option or some kind of an investment. True love with the 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. This is the energy that it seems like the energy is more of an expectant energy. You may expect to fail. You may be not really. Oh gosh, it just looks like you're expecting that something is going to come to an end. You're just like, I already know it. I just know that I'm going to be abandoned. They're going to cut me off, or people are going to walk away. So I'm keeping to myself. You may not understand why certain things happen, right? And they're saying that that's happening here, that you don't understand why things are up in the air. But the real reason why with the Wheel of Fortune here would tell me that things are unpredictable, but it also says that there's a higher purpose to all the events in your life, and that a blessing will be like blessings are on the way with the Chariot, especially, and that there's no such thing as there's only enough for so many people in this world. They're showing that there's resources, there's enough for everybody, there's enough for you. And they want you to know that you're supported in every way. You may not feel that way though, and that's the issue. It's like the universe supports you, maybe if people don't, and that you are going to be highly successful. It would require you to be analytical about the situation rather than being aware that things could change. It's more like be analytical about the situation, in the sense of understanding that. Uh, oh gosh, there's so much here that they're saying, like codependence is something that we all are, this is a natural part of life. There's a lot of negative connotations to so many things. There's no such thing as independence, to be quite honest with you. There's no man. I think it's what Henry David Thoreau, and I'm probably messing his name up, right? That poet, the writer, that left and went to live on an island or something by himself, or some area in the wilderness, and he wrote that no man is an island unto himself. No such thing as independence, truly, right? Even rich people that are like, I'm independent. You're not independent because you're depending on people to pay for services or products in order for you to be the millionaire that you are. You need other people to pay into you in order to be that. So are you truly independent? Not true. Not truly. No one is. We all need something. Where are we all the way independent? We still need to breathe air and eat food, right? We still need people to do certain things for us. Or if you're really truly independent, there's no such thing. No such thing. So true love would tell me that it's important for you to expect that the hard work will end. It's very important to be very persistent about pursuing your goals. You may be seeing the numbers 1212. Those are angel numbers that may be that it's like a signal to you to keep pushing, to keep going. It usually represents persistence, right? Or shifting something and being very persistent about getting things done, whether you have to change things or not. If you got to take action immediately. They're wanting you to be enthusiastic about your future because they say that you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful. And in true love, this is an energy of understanding that all the things that you're doing are going to end soon. It's not going to be this hard. It's not going to be this difficult. You're not going to be in the dark. Things are not going to change and turn into something terrible. You're not going to be broke for long if you are. They're showing that the fear of anything can happen is an energy that is causing you to invest in many different things, in a sense. Like you may feel like, oh man, anything could happen, therefore I'm going to get this and that going, I'm going to invest in that kind of account, or this commodity or whatever. But a lot of you may be focused on spending your time trying to figure out ways to save what you have. That may be, they're showing that some things happen for a reason to push you to be that way. You know how negative things happen to us and we're like, why did that even have to happen? But then you end up learning something new that sets a fire up under your butt that you never had before. So they're throwing that out here as well, that it's important to just be enthusiastic about everything, even the bad things, because it's prompting you or pushing you towards something new that's going to be very profitable. So either way, family wants to work with you, but they want to see a new attitude, and they're also not necessarily the most consistent. They seem to be the types that they're great to start with, but may not finish. So that would be up to you, right? They may be like, "I'll help you. I'll start helping you move," and then when as soon as like a couple hours go in, they're leaving you with everything else. Like they may move the heavy stuff, and then they're like, "All right, you got all them 5,000 boxes. You got those? Okay, bye." I'll move the couch and the refrigerator and all the appliances, but you got everything else. So, that type of people. They may be really like they're great starters, but terrible finishers. So that's what we got here. Okay, yes. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Cancer, an Aries. Those are the main signs. We also have Leo. And so you could be a Leo Virgo cusp dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.